Hello, welcome back. I'm Abhishek De Silva, an undergraduate of the JAM Institute for Advanced Technology. Welcome back with the project named eShop, and today I'm going to discuss about the design of a responsive category registration model in managed product page which have used HTML, CSS, JavaScript as the languages and Bootstrap as the framework, and also the program of the category registration and viewing process. So then today we're going to discuss about this manage category section. So if we click on this add new category, we can see that a Bootstrap model is viewing with the heading as add new category, and we can see two labels as new category name and enter your email, and also the relevant input fields. So here we are able to give a new category name. So then let's give a new category name as home appliances, and then here we have to enter our mail address. And then when we click on this save new category button, another Bootstrap model is viewing with the heading as the verification and with the label as enter your verification code, and also a relevant input field to enter the verification code. And then when I click on this verify and save button, we can see that the relevant category also has updated to the manage products page. So then let's move to Visual Studio Code at first to discuss about the design of this model. Here I have used a Bootstrap model which I have obtained from the documentation of the Bootstrap. And then we can see that in the model header I have used h5 tag, and with the classes model title I have used the text as add new category. And also in the model body we can see that there are two input fields with the labels as new category name, and also the relevant input field with the type as text, and also the ID as n. And in the next input field with the label enter your email, there too we can see an ID as E and also the type as text. And then in the model footer we can see that there are two buttons as cross button and also the save new category button. And then the next Bootstrap model with the model header as the verification, and also here too we can see an input field with the label as enter your verification code, and also the ID as text and also the type as text. Here too we can see two buttons at the footer of the model by the names close and also verify and save. So then let's move to the program of this. In this manage category section, at first I have used the PHP script, and I have called a search function with the query as select all from the category table, and I have stored the relevant results we get back from the database in a variable called category results here. And after that I have obtained the number of rows in it and stored in a variable called category num, and I have used a for loop here with a variable called x and assigned the value as 0, and also I have checked whether the value of x is less than category num, and here I have used an increment. And then I have obtained the results that stored in this category results through the fetch, so I can store that in a variable called category data. And then I have included the design relevant to the displaying the categories or listing categories inside the for loop, and here as the category name I have echoed the category name that's stored in this category data. And after that we can see the same design with the text as add new category. Here I have used an on click of this div function as add new category. So then if I move to JavaScript file to discuss about this add new category, here we can see here's the relevant add new category function. At first I have created a global variable called cm, and then I have obtained the element with the id called add category model, and I have stored a variable called m. And if I should do the element with the id as add category model, we can see that here is the relevant model with the id as add category model. And then we have assigned a new Bootstrap model by the name m to the global variable that we have created by the name cm, and we have displayed the relevant model. And in this model I have called an on click function by the name verify category when the user click on the save new category button. So then let's move to JavaScript file to discuss about this verify category function. Before that I have created some global variables by the name v, c, e and n, and I have obtained the element with the id add category verification model and store that in a variable called ncm. And here is the model with the id called at category verification model, where we enter our verification code, and then I have assigned a new bootstrap model by the name ncm to the global variable called vc, and then I have obtained the value of the element with the id called e and so that in a variable called e here. And after that I have obtained the value of the element with the id called n, and I have stored that to the global variable called n. And I have created a new form data so that in a variable called form, and after that I have appended the email or the value stored in this e with the name as email to the form that we have created, and also the n and with the name here to the form that we have created. And then I have created a new xml http request and stored them in a variable called request here, and after that I have called an anonymous function on each change in state of this request, and through an if condition I have checked whether the status of this request is equal to 200 and the ready status is equal to 4, and if so I have obtained the response text of this request and so then a variable called response here. Through an if condition I have checked whether the response is equal to success, and if so I have hide the model by the name cm and I have showed the model by the name vc. And if it comes to the else of this if condition, it means the response is not equal to success. There I have alert them, or I have displayed the response we get back from the server side. And through this open function I have mentioned that I am using the post method in sending the information to the server side, and also I have sent information to the add new category process.php file, and I have mentioned true here to represent that I am using the hx method, and I have sent the request to the server side with the form that we have created. So then let's move to add new category process.php file, and here I have used the php script, and I have used the session start at the very beginning, and then I have included the connection.php file, and also I have included the smtp.php file, phpmailer.php file, and also the exception.php file that we used in the process of sending emails. And then I have used the phpmailer and phpmailer class, and also through an if condition I have checked whether the email that comes to the post is set and the name that comes to the post is set. If not, we have displayed a message as something is missing, and if the relevant information is set we comes into the if condition, and here we again check whether the email that's stored in the session called au is equals to the email that we have obtained through the post method, and if so we have obtained the name that comes through the post method and stored in a variable called cname here, and after that we have obtained the email sent through the post method and stored in a variable called umail here. And after that we have called a search function with the query as select all from the category table, where cat name like the cname, or I have used the wildcard here, and then I have stored the relevant results we get back from the database in a variable called category result set, and also I have obtained the number of rows in it and stored in a variable called category num. And through an if condition I have checked whether the category num is equal to 0, and if so I have obtained the unique id. I have called a unique id function and stored a unique id in a variable called code here, and then I have called an UID function with the query as update the admin table, set the v code to the code that we have obtained, and also we have checked whether where the email equals to the user mail, and then here is the code relevant to the mail sending process. Here we have to give the mail address, and also here we have to give the app password of the relevant mail, and here too we have to give the same email address that we used for the username here. And after that I have used the eShop admin login verification code for add new category as the subject of this mail, and as the body content of this mail I have used the text as your verification code is, and the relevant code is displayed. And then through an if condition I have checked whether the mail is not sent. If so we have echoed a message as verification code sending failed, and if it comes to the else of that if condition, there we have echoed the message as success. And then if the category num that we check here is not equal to 0, we come to the else of the if condition, where it displays a message as this category already exists. And then in the model relevant to the entering verification code, I have called and function on the click of this button with the text as verify and save by the name save category. So then let's move JavaScript file to discuss about this save category function. And then in the save category function, I have obtained the element with the id text, and I have obtained a value of that and stored in variable called text here. And after that I have created a new form data and stored in variable called form, and then I have appended the text by the name t to the form that we have created, and also the e by the name e that we have created, and also the n by the name n that to the form that we have created. And then I have created a new XML HTTP request and so the in a variable called request here. And after that I have called an anonymous function on each change in the state of this request, and through an if condition I have checked whether the status of this request is equal to 100 and also the ready state is equal to 4, and if so I have obtained the response text of the request and store the variable called response here. And through an if condition I have checked whether the response is equal to success, and if so we have hide the model that stored in the global variable called vc, and we have reloaded the page. And if it comes to the else of this if condition, there we have alert or displayed this response we get back from the server side. And then through this open function I have mentioned that I am using the post method, and I'm sending the information to the save category process.php file, and I have used true here to mention that I'm using the ajax method. And then I have sent the request to the server side with the form that we have created. So then if I move to the save category process.php file, at the very beginning I have used the PHP script, and then I have included the connection.php file, and also through an if condition I have checked whether a value by the name t that comes to the post is set, and also a value by the name e that comes to the post is set, and also a value by the name n that comes to the post method is set. And if not, we comes to the else of the if condition where it displays a message as something went wrong. And then if this condition becomes true, it comes into this if condition, and then inside this I have obtained the relevant value that comes to the post method by the name t, and so the variable called v code here. Similarly the value of e and also the value of n, and so the variable called umail and cname respectively. And after that I have called the search function with the query select all from the admin table, where email equals to the email that we have obtained, and then I have stored the relevant results we get back from the database in a variable called admin results it. And after that I have obtained the number of rows in it and stored in a variable called admin num. And through this if condition I have checked whether the admin num is equal to 1. If so, I have obtained the results stored in the admin results it through the fetch as stored in a variable called admin data. And through an if condition I have checked whether the v code of stored in this admin data is equal to the v code that we have obtained. If so, I have called an IOD function with query as insert into the category table. I have mentioned the relevant column name as cat name and set the values as the senior that we have obtained, and then I have displayed a message as success. And if it comes to the else of the if condition, where it displays a message as invalid verification code. If the admin number is not equal to 1, it comes to the else of that if condition, there it displays a message as invalid user. So this is the process of the category registration and BEng process. So then let's meet in the next video, and bye for now.